Hey guys, it's Charlie, and I just got finished out of seeing a double feature today that I was not expecting of Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma. I think that's what it's called. It had a really weird title, but I think that's more or less about what it is. And then also I saw a pre-showing, an advanced showing of Coyote versus Acme, finally. So today was kind of like a day of spoofs, essentially. So, what is Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma? Essentially, it is a Friday the 13th parody, but more so, it's also just a send-off in general of these camp slashers, like The Burning, for example, Sleepaway Camp, Friday the 13th, obviously. Those like Cabin in the Wood type horror movies. Evil Dead is also kind of in that essence as well. The very first Evil Dead, even though that's more of a possession type movie. But yeah, it is essentially a send-off to those camp slasher type movies. So, I liked it. I was very pleasantly surprised with what I saw. I would rate it very high up in my favorites of this year. I would probably do a flip-flop around my top 5 and put this at number 4 where Mortal Kombat 2 was. So, but yes, I really enjoyed this movie for what it was. It had a good story. I liked the meta aspects of it. I liked the idea. I like where the story went. I was very pleasantly surprised all the way to the end. So much so I wound up missing a couple minutes of Coyote versus Acme because I was just really enthralled with this movie. But that's okay. I'll allow it because I did not want to leave that movie at all because I just love every aspect of it. The music, the acting, the story, the plot. Just the fact that it was sending off stuff that I grew up liking in the 90s, 80s camp slasher, horror type films. And yeah, I liked it. I would definitely put it in my top 5, I feel, of this year. So, my top 5 this year, then. With everything that I've seen this year, so I'm gonna say number 10 now is Masters of the Universe. Number 9 will be They Will Kill You. Number 8 is going to be Dracula. Wait, no. Okay. Number 8 is going to be Mortal Kombat 2. Then number 7 is Dracula. Number 6, Michael. Number 5, Project Hail Mary. Number 4, Sex and Death at Camp Miasma. Number 3, Obsession. Number 2, Evil Dead Burn. Number 1, of course, Spider-Man Brand New Day. So, where does that leave Coyote versus Acme? So, I don't know if anybody remembers, but there were a bunch of movies in like the early 2000s that Warner Brothers had completed and meant to release, but they decided instead to do it as a tax write-off, so they would still get money back, but the movie would be shelved, essentially. And that's what happened with Coyote versus Acme. I really wanted to see it. I knew it wouldn't be peak cinema, but I still wanted to see a Looney Tunes movie where the Coyote just sues the company that makes the products that he uses to go after the Roadrunner. And after all these years, I'm finally glad that it exists. It's pretty much what I expected. Not a great movie, not a perfect movie. It just exists. And I'm grateful that it exists because the meta aspects alone was just perfect for 90 minutes of just mindless fun of the Coyote suing the company that built the stuff that he hunts the Roadrunner with. I loved it. Just the idea alone just makes that movie worth it for me. Not in my top 10, but still, great movie. I'm glad it exists, finally, and I'm glad I was finally, after all these years, able to see it for what it was. And yeah, I liked it. I really liked it. It's definitely one of those ones that I will just pick up and have just because I love the concept. I hope that means that eventually we get the Batgirl movie that was shelved, so I can finally see what that movie really was going to be. But 1 out of 2, that ain't bad either. I know it exists now. I finally see it. I am happy on that, and I can rest on that hill. Okay, guys. Peace.